Yes, it is time to go live, people. Anyways, I'm going to say yesterday was just a trial and error, but this is the first time I'm doing the full in effect, we back broadcast. And I really am hoping that people join in and work with me through the technical glitches because I'm trying. But before I say anything else, I have given so much information on professional development. Thank you to each and every person who's ever clicked, liked, left a comment, or is just part of the YouTube family supporting A Million Minds. Thank you. If you're showing up, please make sure that you like, you subscribe. A Million Minds. I'm totally just geeked and excited. I am going to go ahead and put in the box. I hope I put in the correct information. A way for you to join me on this special live because I probably that's my very first mistake. I shared it incorrectly. Let me try. But what I'm trying to say is that in this crazy COVID time and all the things that we're doing and everything else like that, I realize that there's a lot of time that we are spent focusing on the how to's and get this done and the standards and the kids lost this information and how am I going to get you to focus on me and what am I going to do here and all these other things that we lost this beautiful time that we usually have of just enjoying the passion of teaching. And one of the passions of teaching, if you are a classroom teacher, baby, trust me, you know it be hilarious. I'm telling you, some of my best laughs have come from in the classroom. Kids will catch you totally off guard. Things will be happening and going down, and you just be like, what did I just witness? Pray tell, please tell me what foolery I was just a part of. And that is what this live is about today. It is me sharing just a couple of my stories, but baby, I want to hear your story. So I just put in the link. And if you want to go ahead and join me, you click the link. I see you in some little special pop-up box. And when you pop up and you pop in and you can kind of share your stories if you're here. But right now, when I tell you, oh my goodness, thank you for joining in one more time. Hit a subscription, leave a comment, say hey, hey, oh ho. But when I tell you that every day, if it's COVID or not in the classroom, if you don't learn how to laugh and love these children's that be coming to you, baby, it's another thing coming. So today, and this was my hilarity of the moment. There was like actually two. But today, baby, map testing remotely. I don't know if you even had to experience it. That's a whole nother thing. Now I know watching in the States, like there was technical glitches, there was all kind of drama. I'm fortunate that we didn't have to deal with that. But dealing with children who are taking the map test the very first time, hilarious. And guess what grade I turned around and had to monitor? Third grade. So these are children who've never done this before. When I tell you, because we have to have them open their screen, so we have to watch. Baby, when one of my babies opened up their screen, they was chilling on the couch like this. And I kid you not. First of all, I'm like, you living the luxurious life. I love it when you call me Big Papa. That's what it looked like. And then the couch, like I can't even give justice. Because not only is he sprawled out on the couch like this, all third grade body of him. The couch is like I thought I was looking at a Fat Joe video. Like the couch got the curves and the embedment, all these things. But when I say that right before map testing, when I was like, okay, students, are you ready to confirm? He said, and opened his mouth. And I saw a spoon come out of nowhere and go, when he ate food, he nodded his head. And that's how he took the exam. And I wasn't ready. Because all I had to do was look at my personal retirement plan and say, what am I doing wrong with my life? Because he did. He sat there and ate during the math exam. But I never saw who fed him. It was just a random spoon that kept coming in. And he was gone. Gone. That's MAP testing. And I'm telling you, what's going on with my retirement plan? That's what I'm worried about. So what else has happened with MAP? MAP testing is so cute. It's hectic because children don't know how to type words. They get kicked out. They get logged back in. It is the most. Like, you want to try your nerves. You know how you be like, you pray, you be like, God, grant me patience. MAP test 3rd grade. MAP test, you ain't gonna pray that prayer anymore. MAP test, remote, online, 3rd grade. Not praying that no more. Not at all. In fact, and I'm gonna tell you how bad my patience is. My patience is so bad. It's a drama for me with lunch duty. I don't know if you've ever been tested, tried, or true. That lunch duty, you can't tell. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's elementary. It doesn't matter if it's middle school. It doesn't matter if it's high school. There is a headache in lunch duty somewhere. I promise you, I became an administrator to try to get away from lunch duty. And baby, that thing hunted me down. This is how much I despise, with the S's, despise lunch duty. If I made it to the pearly gates, if I made it to the pearly gates and Peter, Paul, St. John, Jesus himself was like, yo, Miss Jessie, I've been looking at your life. You can get into heaven if you do lunch duty. I got to contemplate that thing real quick. Maybe not. I'll be like, can you just let me sit down to the side? I got to weigh the pros and cons. See, y'all don't know about lunch duty. So lunch duty, elementary. If you elementary lunch duty, first of all, not near none child. If you ever dealt with kindergarten, preschool, up to 1st grade, know how to open up a milk carton. In fact, if you ever want to feel special in your lifetime, if you ever want to just get compliments and feel like you doing things in the world, go to a lunchroom and open up milk cartons and pop the straw into the juicy juice. You king or queen of the day. They love you. You do not even understand how important it is, because not one child has the strength or tenacity to open none of the food that mama and daddy done sent to lunch duty. And guess what you do? You are having to watch 50 children sit down, and the whole time you watching, you like, China, sit down, be quiet, go, hey. It's a mess. It's a plumb mess. It's always been a mess. And then middle school, always talking, doing the most. High school, just don't even want to be there. I'm just telling you, lunch duty is drama. And let me tell you what happened to me on lunch duty. Traumatized my whole life. Because they be passing out chips or whatever, and they be having the Flamin' Hots. Half the reason why I had to say no to Flamin' Hots, I am one of those administrators, kill the Flamin' Hots. No Flamin' Hots, no hot chips, no nothing. You can do all the science. I believe in the science. But this is what happened. I am sitting there, whistle on deck, doing my little lunch duty. So-and-so over there, table A, sit down, be quiet, thank you, good job. And one of my little babies walked up, Miss Jessie, how you doing? I got you, and I was like, hey, baby, how you doing? What's going on? Hey, table B, take care of this. He said, you know what? I learned a lot about sharing today. I was like, good job, you share, and everything else like that. And the moment I said, good job, you share, he done popped from his own fingertips a Flamin' Hot right there in my mouth. The trauma. I was done. Because I already know, like, first of all, it's children. He's like 2nd grade. The cleanliness of children. And I got this Flamin' Hot just dragging it. And he's just sitting there watching me, ready for me to swallow this Flamin' Hot that's just hanging on, just dragging. And I don't even know what to do because I'm traumatized. I'm in the midst of lunch. And he did this. And I promise you, I was like, Girl, I done dipped that flaming hot to the side, looking like a track star. You know how they come back and hold it, that flaming hot's like this. And I come to here like, baby, baby. Thank you. Because you don't know, kids will do it to you. So I was just saying, if you want to join in, hit the link, because it's just stories after stories after stories. I'm trying to give you one or two more, but I'm telling you, with COVID, with distance learning, we forget the fun. We forget the fun of just when you're in the classroom and it just be the most, and you be like, what? I was in, let me tell you, childhood is not my forte. I actually, all of my teaching career, I did 1 year, first grade, ran out of there, ran, because I needed kids who could read, at least, like teaching phonics, and I had all kind of games, and I did a lot. I was still a good teacher. I just was like, patience is low and bad, and I'm snarky. I got comments for days, and you can't be all snarky in elementary. I've learned now as an admin, like there's ways you can do it. I wasn't ready as a teacher because I had a little boy, first grade, trying to learn how to read, doing the most. First of all, like this was the first one. I forgot about this one. The very first or second day of school, I'm doing roll and I'm calling out names, and I'm like, Dante, are you here? Yeah, I'm here. You know, check. Carissa, you here? Here. Called out all the names. Okay. I got one child who's absent. And I remember I had 20 kids because they always gave me the bad, like these special rooms. And I didn't realize later when you had these special rooms, you couldn't go over 20. I just thought they liked me. Everybody else had 30 kids. I had 20. Learned out later I was dealing with that. But anyways, so it was 20 names on the list, 20 kids in the classroom, but I have 19 kids marked present. So I'm like, what's going on? And I'm calling names. I finally realized there's a little boy right there. I go down to the attendants. I got this child with me, and I'm like, he ain't on the absence list. Thank God for receptionists, because they be knowing everybody. She like, Junebug, tell her that you here. Junebug's like, I'm here. She just never called my name. And I'm like, what's your name? He like, Junebug. No, child, your name is Anthony Jr. I need you to know your name is Anthony Jr. So I'm telling you, that was like the first time. And then Junebug, same child, I went to do this math lesson, and I wrote on the board 1 + 2. And he screamed out, what we gonna do with them letters? My nerves was bad. And then this is the same one. It was not Junebug, because they had the nerve to know everything. And they were singing, little boy was singing, go DJ, that's my DJ. Go. And he was doing his work. He in my reading group. You not doing the reading. I told you, I got the book. We got the little coloring thing. I got color books for you guys, because you can't learn from paper. And he, go DJ, that's my DJ. Go. Little boy, spell DJ. Q-T-Y. I'm done. And I just gotta look at you. And I can't say nothing. I gotta smile. I gotta have that sunshine in my heart. So I can remember that. That was, that's years ago when I was teaching in first grade. My nerves, baby. Now I actually have to say this. I learned a lot of good procedures, because everything was procedured out. Everything is planned. They did, like, I had to read the books. We didn't have no money in that school, so we had budget, and I had to actually read the books to put in for the read aloud. And that's when I realized, like, they didn't know how to turn the page. When to turn the page, it was like all that. I was doing the things, all that stuff. I learned so much doing grade 1. And the best lesson I learned is I'm not a grade 1 teacher. Now I can do observations now, and I can be a grade 1 administrator, because I can love you. I love them kids, high five them, and walk away and let the teacher holler at them. I'm telling you, I am absolutely telling you, I can only do but so much with them. Oh, you coming in? Okay, look, I'm learning how to do this. So just, I'm here. Are you ready? Are you here, girl?
Can you hear me?
Okay. Is there a sound?
Oh no, can you hear me? Yes, goodness.
Let it be the funniest.
I died. I used to teach kindergarten and preschool and all of that in DC, and I've done it here in Dubai. And the stories are hilarious. Like, I remember I had this little girl who would stand up in the middle of my circle time and start dancing. I was like, Tiffany, what are you doing?
They give no.
I'm crump dancing. I was like, girl, sit down.
Oh, you ain't crumping. Baby, let me tell you, last year, I thought I was really trying to do something. I always had these outfits and stuff, and I do like these chants, and we go out on the auditorium and we singing and we chanting and stuff. Baby, did one of the little first grade girls come to me and tell me, Miss, you usually be on it, but today you're not.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what outfit you picked. You know my outfit?
Oh, yeah. They don't care. I tell people you have to have a good sense of self to work with little kids. Because Tiffany, the same little girl, I remember I walked in one day and she looked me up and down and went, yeah, I don't like those shoes. They worked better with your outfit yesterday.
Who is you?
Right?
Now I'm gonna tell you, now this is the one that made me mad, and I was so ashamed. Back elementary, not teacher, I was admin. And in morning assembly, we just come back from Christmas break. And and then the thing is, the break is the only time you get a chance to rest. So I was really like, okay, I'm back on my workout, I'm back being fly, I done hit my little goals and all this other stuff. So I really thought I was cute and put on my little dress and everything else. Walk into the school, kindergarten was like, Miss Jesse's pregnant. Oh my God. And I mean, they jump up, they dance, and they coming and hugging me, patting the tummy, and I'm just like,
oh yeah, they will. Oh my goodness, I love them. It's just from such an innocent place, and you're just like, I'm gonna drop kick you. That was not nice.
Feeling the hurt.
So hurt. I had this little boy who was like, I was teaching in Cameroon. And he's French. And this little boy, he was so concerned. His mother came to me. She was like, he comes home, he loves you, but every day he's so concerned about you. I said, what's wrong? You're not married.
Girl, I had a child.
And he finally came up to me. He said, you need to get married so you can have children. I was like, 5-year-old, walk away. And then, because he really cared, he took a pipe cleaner and made a ring, and he married me till about recess, and then he divorced me because he said I was too old.
Children will take your soul. They will take your whole soul. Like, you really thought you was. Now, I'm going to tell you, I had the marriage one, and I'm going to have to watch the video. I hope he does not come in because it was grade 8. And I was just the spidey little revolutionary girl, whatever else like that. And he's one of my, like, he's one of the babies. Like, I love him. I'm so happy about everything he's done in his life. But he was also grown. And he was really, so he was just like, you know what, Miss Washington, I'm worried about you. Are you going to get married? And I'll be like, first of all, that ain't wrong. He's like, And he's like, if I marry before you, that's going to be a shame. Child, why did he get married last year?
No.
On Facebook. And I'm like, I don't think he remembers this conversation. But I was like, he was like, I don't think you have the traits it takes to keep a man. Shut up, little child. And write
my goodness.
A 5-paragraph essay.
Thank you. Oh my, I swear. It is, I miss I'm not in the classroom anymore, but I missed it. It was so much fun. Oh my goodness.
Them kids, I'm telling you, like, and I think that's the thing that why I had to come on live, because I'm like, I have missed, like, I'm so busy doing objectives, we making targets, we doing deadlines, we dealing with parent complaints, we trying to fix this. Like, we have missed the fun parts. Like, when you just sit back and be like, you audacity. Whose little child is this saying stuff? Like, I'm telling you, like, distance learning, when we first started, my poor teacher, We just learning Zoom and technology, baby. Them kids kicked her out her own Zoom lesson. And I happened to be observation. I just happened to be in there. And next thing you know, her screen is black. And the kids like, where's the teacher? And they're like, oh, the teacher's gone. And then the whole button was jumping all around. And I was just together. So it was like the kids was like, oh, I'm a host now. I'm a host now. And this one little boy was like, and so I'm like, sit down, be quiet. And one little boy to this day, he was like, and what you gonna do?
Oh,
What you going to do on
Right.
Zoom, Miss? If you don't shut up.
I swear. It is. Oh, I love it. I remember this one class I was teaching and kindergarten, because that's my heart. Kindergarten, pre-K, those are my people.
Take them.
I can't do older. I was made to teach grade 1, first grade, 1 year. And that was the last year I taught in America. I left and have not been back. I was like, nope, this is not me. Give me my people. Anyway.
When you have to celebrate a
Mhm.
straight line, like when a straight line is the highlight of your day, I can't deal with that stuff.
Listen, when you celebrate teaching them how to put their jackets on in the wintertime so it doesn't take you 20 minutes to get anywhere. That's one of the first things we do. How to flip it upside down, put your hands in and flip it. Hey. And
Girl, I
there's
remember. Okay. Go back to your story.
I would switch this. I remember our PE teacher. It was his first year teaching, and I was in DC. And he came to my class. He's this huge, like, former football player dude. He looked at my babies and he was like, I don't even know. They look small. I was like, oh no, don't let them smell the fear. They will run all over you. Get them in. You can do this. He was like, how do I do that? I was like, be silly. Be silly. All right, we got this. All right, you praise him. And then you're quiet. And he was just like, oh my God.
They will tell you about the whole. When I tell you, so our first grade last year at the school I'm at, gangster.
Oh,
Gangster. First of all, like one, I caught, because like I said, we had the assemblies. I caught 3 of the girls, first grade, outside in the doorway, judging people's outfits.
I love it.
And then there was a whole crew, because it was a crew, because some of them would sit on the front row, some would sit on the back row. And then one little girl, they were supposed to dress up for like their country day. And one little girl wore a shirt for her country, not the outfit. And they looked at her like, you can't be with us no more.
Oh,
Because we all wore tiaras and jewelry. And you came in here in jeans and a t-shirt. Like, you can't do this no more. Grade 1. Now, they so gangster. When we had the fire drill, this is what kicked me. When they had the fire drill, because they marching, they bubble. And they marching for their fire drill. You can't tell them nothing. When it was time for us to go back in, like the high school was trying to run back in, and the first graders was like, you're not in line, and where's your bubble? And I promise you, I saw grade 12 boys stop like, hey, my bad, they was marching. You ain't gonna break this line. You're not gonna stop this formation. I don't know who playing Beyonce. You're not gonna get in formation. That's what happened.
Right. I love it. I love it.
This bubble in this line. I'm telling you, I miss it. And even today, I had a child, and he just be trying to get me. And he was late getting picked up, so he playing his little game. And I was doing something on the computer, waiting for his number to get called. And child, I looked over at my assistant. I love her. And I was like, see, I am good for something. And he said, other than being annoying.
Oh. I love it. They're little personalities.
Hey, dude, like you really be seeing it. And you know, one of the things that I love the most is like when you really pay attention, it's like when you really pay attention, like them parent conferences, you be like, I see where you got it from. I ain't got nothing else to say.
Oh, I would tell them point blank. I would tell, oh, I see. Okay, that's where she gets it from. Oh, that's why he's that way. Okay, cool. I just need to know where it comes from to get it honestly. Like, it is what it is. Like,
I'm ending this. So I had a parent conference. I forgot about this. I had a parent conference. Now I'm back in middle school.
Mm.
And I couldn't wait to tell that boy's mama about himself. I couldn't wait. I had my list. And I remember this because he had light eyes. And I was like, he think he fine. Mm-mm. Like I was ready to snatch all his soul. Right? Such and such is wrong. Such and such, he doesn't listen. He's disrespectful. Such and such. Baby, when they walked in and I shook their hand like, hello, ma'am, and the daddy was there, I was like, I'm about to do this. And I started to open her mouth and she was like, just a minute. She was like, are you paying attention or not? Are you listening? Because this is about your child. And she looked at me, she's like, ain't it sad when your own husband don't know how to come home at night? And I'm sitting there like, oh.
Okay. Well, yeah, those parent-teacher conferences, man. When you're like, I'm here to talk about your child, not some of them turn into counseling session for the couple.
Right.
And you're just like, this is not part of what I was not trained for this.
I'll tell you right then, though, I ain't had no problem. I was like, you know what? I don't know what you're dealing with at home, so just turn into work.
I remember when I first started teaching in DC, I taught in Southeast in the hood, Condon Terrace. And I remember I was bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, 20-something-year-old. I'm gonna change the world, my little Head Start babies. And I gave my number out. Do you know those parents? Yes, I know. Listen, I moved from Kansas to DC.
I'm wrong too. I've done some stuff too. Like, hey.
They will call me at night. Miss K, can you talk to your child? I said, what? Talk to her. Tell her to go to bed. Put Davaria on the phone. Davaria, go to bed. Okay. She is 3 years old.
You tell your child to go to bed.
I was like, she is 3. Put her to bed. This is not a conversation.
It's bad.
What?
Turn off the lights. Turn off the lights. Don't light a candle.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Leave a little crack for the light.
Oh man. And the story. I would tell parents all the time, whatever you're doing at home, I know about it. Because your little one comes and tells all your business.
Okay, I got 2 stories for you, so you could pick. Do you want the elementary story or do you want the middle school story, baby? Because I worked in the hood of hoods. Which one you want?
Give me middle school.
The middle school one. Little boy came and he was like, what you doing later tonight, Miss Jessie? I got another one too now I thought about it. And I was like, I ain't really doing nothing. He's like, well, go ahead and tune into Maury so I can find out if my brother's really my brother or not.
No. Oh my.
Wait a minute. Girl tuned in too. It's his brother. But it was because like the daddy was a midget. It was like somebody was in a wheelchair. It was a whole slew of stuff. But he came back. He was like, I'm really happy because like me and him, we bonded and stuff. We've been cool forever. So I'm glad that he's my brother. And he dead serious. And I was like,
yeah.
Now I also had one where it was like my first year was Chicago hood. And I was bright high bushy. I was changing the world. We always doing something, everything like this. My kids was like, this is the most. Like, why are we doing all of this work? We tripping. So one little girl was like, Miss Jessie, you don't have nothing else to do with your life. Like, she's like, obviously you ain't got no man because you just be spending all your time doing this. And it's like, we not happy. We not happy with this. So she was like, what you gonna do to fix it? Girl, get out of my business. She's like, you need a man.
Oh my God.
Wait a minute. Girl, that night, I get home, telephone call. Hey, how you doing?
No.
This is so-and-so's uncle. You calling about the parent or the work? Well, she's been doing this and I need her to improve on that. He's like, nah, she said that I just need I need to hit you up that you fine. So I was kind of like, well, thank you, sir, but I don't mix business with the pleasure, all this other stuff. She came to school the next day like, I try to help you.
You know, now when I was in high school, I remember doing that to my teacher. But
middle 6th grade. She was in 6th grade. And I was like, no, you didn't give me your uncle's number.
Hey. She figured if you
That's
had
what
something to
attitude,
do,
like I try to help you. That's your fault.
right?
I
Oh
was
my
trying,
God.
girl.
It is very interesting. I remember when I was doing my student teaching, I had this little boy, Max. I will never forget. We were learning about animals. Oh, geez. So we're going to get the little guppies and put them in the water table so the children, the guppies, can swim through their hands and it'll be a great sensory experience. It worked for everyone except Max, who decided to squeeze the guppy. We were like, and you are now done, little boy. And he was like, what? It goes squish. It goes squish.
No.
Oh, this is not good. While you were talking about duty, I was like, that's so childhood. We had to potty train people.
Mm-mm.
Yes. We had
not
to potty train.
ministry. I'll say it 20 times. Not my ministry.
Listen. I remember
Girl,
I
had a child who forgot how to use the bathroom.
Oh. How old?
It was grade 1. Grade 1. And I was not a teacher, I was an admin because we were walking and stuff, and I get a call on Milwaukee like you're needed immediately in the boys' bathroom. And I'm sitting here like, first of all, I'm gonna think like boys, whatever, and he's screaming at the top of his lungs. So I'm like, okay, with the nurse and everything, and like I'm outside the door, like, because he is in the toilet with the pants down. And I'm like, what's wrong? He's like, I just don't remember how to do a number 2.
Do I sit or do I stand?
No, he was like, I don't push. And I'm like, first of all, I know you constipated. That's what this is. But he's crying, and I'm just like,
oh, baby.
It's
a different world.
Like a 15-minute ordeal.
I was just like,
push it out. What's push? Just go. Like, how do you tell somebody? Like, think about that. How do you tell somebody how to do a number 2?
Yeah. The things we have to figure out how to tell them how to do is absolutely fascinating. People look at me and go, what? And I'm like, did you know how to do these things? Someone taught you. And if you didn't learn it at home and you come to me for you to be able to be successful as you go on through school, I need to help you with these life skills right here. Baby. We need to learn. I had this little girl. Oh my goodness. Okay. She was beautiful. Oh, this girl was beautiful. Sweetie pie, kindergarten. And it was every day, it was the same thing. Every blessed day. And then I met her mother and I understood. But she had this big pink pillow. You know, after recess, we come in and they lay down. I'd read them a story. Everybody get their pillow and their blanket. Victoria would look at me and go, I can't find my pillow. The only pink pillow in the entire class. Sitting in front of her on the table. Victoria, I refuse to point to it. Victoria, look. I can't see it. Victoria, look. If there's 2, I would separate them and say, look, here and here. And she'd look at me with those big brown eyes. I can't find it.
You don't need a pillow.
Oh, thank you. Every day. I was just like, this is ridiculous.
You should have took that pillow and did it for real. I bet you should have find that pillow. See, that's what I'm not elementary. I'm not elementary. I'm not fought. I'm petty.
No.
I did, because wait a minute, I told this girl, I have to remember this story. Because she was something special. Like spoiled and everything else. And she'd be cussing. And normally when you tell a little kid to cuss, like, hey, that's a bad word, she'd be like, why not? So I was like, so we already had to work with her a lot. So anyways, I finally got on her good side. So she was kind of like, you know, I'm having a birthday party. And I was like, okay, that's nice. She's like, there's going to be a lot of people there. Thank you. And she's like, well, you can come. Thank you for inviting me to your birthday party. Girl, something happened. Something happened, like, I swear, 15 minutes later. I had told him to line up or whatever. And she was like, you not invited to my party no more. I looked at her and I said, not only am I going to come myself, I'm eating up all your cupcakes.
That's fighting words right there.
Well, she was like, try me. You gonna uninvite me to the party? You gonna uninvite me? I'm coming anyway. I got a car. What you gonna do?
Oh my God, that is the biggest insult in elementary school. You're not my friend, or you're not coming to my party. Oh, life is over.
I'm gonna eat your cupcakes. I hope they pink too, because I like pink icing. I'm eating all your cupcakes.
See, you're terrible. You're just giving that child pressure for no reason.
Yeah, that's why. I would not have done it with a little, if it was child was a little timid coming. No, she was already crunk with. I told you she cussed.
You know, the
And
thing is, I remember I had a friend who every time he had to drive, he called me to talk to me. I remember asking him once, why do you do that? He said, because you're a teacher. Y'all always have a story. Something is always happening every day.
Telling you, it's always some stuff. Like, I even doing this live, I was like, oh my God, I don't know which story I'm gonna do. And I was like, man, they start coming. And it's like, oh my God, you don't understand. It's always something. I am going to end this thing though, because as a teacher, there's always something else to do.
So
and
true.
I got
So
things
true.
to do. But one, I love touching base. What you say?
I said,
Also
thank you
busy
for having me on.
Ah, you're welcome. I was busy doing your little crump dance in the circle, girl. Like,
She was great. That was my girl. She just graduated high school.
that's how you feel old. When you be looking at them babies and they be on Facebook, hey, Miss Jessie.
Listen,
What bass voice you got?
my babies. Those I called those. That was my Obama class. I called them my Obama class because that was when he came in.
Girl, long ago.
Yep. Oh well. Anyway,
I was about to say, and this is a political statement. I was like, man, I remember when reading the Ben Carson book in school was a good thing. It was on everybody's book report. Grade 6. Gifted
I'm kidding. I don't know nothing about that.
I'm telling you, baby, that was the end all beat all book. Now,
life.
All right, I'm closing out. Thank you for coming on. And this was my official first live. I'm going to see if I'm going to keep on doing them. But like I said, I just had to come on and just be like, you know what? Let's remember some of the good times. Just remember the good times because it's worth it. It's worth it. Anyways, I hope you enjoy. If you're watching the replay, subscribe, laugh, love, enjoy it. Catch what you got to catch. But until another time, it's been me, Miss Jessie, with a million minds. All right, now I got to do the whole technical thing and make sure I turn this thing off correctly. Let me look crazy for a second. All right. I think I got it. Peace. Oh, I didn't get it. My bad. I'm trying. Now I got it. Peace.